went to the doctor in regards to this a bit ago, because I wanted to take some time off work to recover, obviously, and just generally find a new job, because my work is making me terribly depressed. But this isn't the place to go into much detail about that. And yeah, I'm going to get an x-ray done when I have a chance. And I have an MRI scheduled for my sciatica, but that's like over a year away. Okay. It was a fast one. Well, I'm doing better this one too. I'm getting a lot of superbs. Maybe the faster songs just sort of do better? Or maybe not. It's hard to say. But I mean, other than that, like I was saying, I was playing on controller and it was fine. And like you can see that it's a perfectly fine DDR game. When you're like playing through the like story mode for unlocking stuff, let's unlock that, let's rock that out. Whoop. There we go. Now we're having fun. Let's keep it going. I was feeling good. Okay, back to normal. Or not, okay. And look at how pretty my judgment area gets. So pink. Flowery and cute, just the way I like it. So I guess that's the more or less the whole story about it. Sciatica happened, so I had to stop dancing. But I had scheduled a break in the YouTube episodes anyway. So if you're watching this on YouTube, the break was just for alien isolation. If you were watching live on Twitch, then there was just a long break with... I was streaming some sit-down games. I did quite a few games I could stream while sitting down, like Fear 3. Maybe Singularity. A couple move games that didn't have me moving around too much. Yeah, I was trying to clear out a bit more of my PS3 backlog of games I thought I would enjoy, but not enough to keep in my collection, because my friend Jamie and I did a Games Con thing. This could be a little bit straighter, I think. Where we had like a seller's table at a small convention in the area. Didn't get a whole lot of sales, admittedly. But that's fine. Because eventually I just went on to list everything I didn't sell. Well, that was small, because I don't have a whole lot of experience with shipping. But I have an eBay store now. It is only within Canada. And only like single, like regular game case type games. Like anything in like a DVD style case or like Blu-ray case. Shipping one at a time. But I did have like some big box PC games I was trying to let go of. As well as like Digimon cards. But I just listed them on Kijiji and Facebook Marketplace for a while because, again, I don't have a lot of experience shipping, so I didn't want to screw that up and like be out a lot of money or rip someone off, right? Oh, missed that one. Okay. There's a lot of moaning in my ear now. It's a little distracting. Yeah, I'm like kind of experimenting where it's like how much earlier than the beat do I have to step for it to be superb? Alright, feel pretty good about that. The thing is, it's kind of inconsistent. Like, I feel like some songs sync up really well and some songs do not. So it's not like a matter of getting used to it. Way less apparent on controller, but I was picking up on that a little bit. But anyways, yeah, during the time off from both dancing and work, I was looking up other potential dance mat games I could play. I also worked really hard, and I was going to save this as an announcement that I may continue like a second season of Derek Revolution, playing like all the DDR games that weren't on Sony consoles. Because the goal of this one is to play everything that's on a Sony console, with the exception of like the two like Disney and first DDRs on PS1, because they're just a little expensive to obtain, and I'm playing this on legit hardware. But I was trying to find like anything affordable, and there is one more, and it will be High School Musical 3. It doesn't play like a DDR game. It has a much different like gameplay mechanic, which I'll get into when we play it, but there will be one more before the last DDR. It's having a little break in between. There's always been breaks in between the two releases, like Extreme 1 and Extreme 2, and then a non-DDR, Max and Max 2, and then a non-DDR. So consider that this break between the X games and the one on PS3. Yeah, of course this isn't gonna work. Whoop. Yeah, the game does not work for those fast parts. Like I said, even on controller, it was really spotty. I would start getting like fines at best during those. But could be, maybe the game was good when it came out. And maybe it did line up perfectly. And maybe it's my old PS2, an old Dance Mat, an old copy of Flow. We'll just never know. I don't need to keep making excuses though. I've played 9 or 10 DDR games so far. I feel like I'm pretty okay at them. And this game is just doing me dirty. Is it because I'm very much not this aesthetic? Is it because I'm not an urban hip-hop kind of guy? And that I can barely tell any of these songs apart? Or say that I particularly enjoy any of them? That could be how it's trying to do me dirty. Adjust this a little bit better. Yeah, I've been actually getting a lot more sales on eBay for this stuff. I should just went straight to eBay instead of doing the Gamescom thing at all. I mean, it was still a nice day. seeing people there. The voice actor for Duke Nukem was at said Gamescom. John St. John. One of the big box PC games I was selling was Duke Nukem 3D. But I decided that if no one bought it at the Gamescom for a while, because I mean, no, I didn't want to activate that. Game's hard enough. And no one did buy it for a while. So I thought, alright, I'm just going to keep this and have him sign that as a collector's item. Nope, I tried to activate it. I would have rather him sign like a Sega Saturn copy of Duke Nukem 3D. Because, you know, Sega Saturn being my jam. But I only own Duke Nukem 3D on Saturn as like just the disc. That's I would have liked him to like sign the manual in like a big box version of the game, but I figured it would be even if I did like try to get Duke Nukem 3D on Saturn in the long box, it wouldn't arrive in time for the con. So I just was like, whatever. But I did have him sign my Duke Nukem 3D box. Actually, I'm going to go get it and show it off, because it is easy to get. While I was at said con, I also got like a plastic box to put it in. It's kind of hard to tell because it's very dark under my desk, but you can kind of see there's a signature and some writing there. Yeah, put it in the plastic box also makes it a little harder to see. But I want to get a little case for it. And there was someone that was selling like plastic cases and acrylic cases too if you want something fancier in like various sizes. You know, like N64 cartridge size or like, you know, certain disc shapes. He didn't have any for PC big boxes, which is a bit inconsistent in measurements anyways. But he did have one for Mario Paint. And we tried it out, and it's not a perfect fit, but it's good enough, so I got it. But yeah, the writing on it says, he asked me, like, what's your favorite Duke Nukem quote, and I said, it's not an official one, but my friends and I always joke around about the parody quote being, do the balls go in the condom too? So that is my favorite Duke Nukem quote, and he laughed at that. He's like, yeah, I've heard that, and we had a good laugh, and he said he likes my sense of humor. So he signed it with, do the balls go into the condom too? And then John St. John. He was a nice guy. And he gave me, this is still on my desk. He gave me a little Duke Nukem dog tag. It was cool. Alright, next song. This is a long one too. Oh, this is kind of cool. I'll make it a little bit harder. Tried for that one. Missed that one. But then I feel like I was already getting a little worn out. That part was pretty tough. Of course, it probably just gave me a lot of fines and averages, but I was feeling really good about it. Oh! Yeah, there's no way I was gonna do that. That wasn't just like a hold and then tap. I had to do like 3 steps at a time. No way. Risk falling on my ass? I don't think so. I'm already at that risk with a busted ass leg. I used to live with someone. Their name was Robert. Robert, if you're watching, you're a complete fucking loser, but he won't be, so it's fine. He was really into like rap and hip hop. And one time he had friends over and I could hear him. They were trying to do freestyle rap in his room. And his friends started by interrupting him constantly to get him angry. Because I guess it's easier to rap when you're angry. He revealed this. He's like, oh yeah, I did it to get you like revved up and get you mad so you'd spit better. That's what the kids call it. I say kids, but he wasn't much younger than me. He was just juvenile in brain. And, oh, this is only 2 on expert. Let's go expert then. Yeah, it was mostly just him making really bad rhymes about getting his dick sucked. And it's like, oh my god, that is like the worst kind of rap. The horny stuff. Like if you want, like I don't care for this genre much at all. I can enjoy some DMX, some Atmosphere. A little Eminem if you will. But like, you need a thesaurus and to write post-wank. Because the horny stuff is just juvenile and makes you look like an absolute tool. I also like funny rap that's like making fun of itself. Like Spider in My Room is a really good song. Whoop! Because it's about a dude hooking up with a spider and like falling in love with it. It's just stupid. Okay. And Fart Touch is a good one too. Because it's just about farting. Like I love like joke rap. Or joke any songs are fine because it's just funny and a good time. But I don't know, a lot of this is just kind of the same-ish and generic to me. And then, like I said, the horny stuff is just like, ugh, juvenile. I think the songs where they introduce themselves too is kind of lame. Like they'll be like, I'm so-and-so and this is my gimmick or whatever. That's a bit cringe too. Pretty easy for an expert song. Okay, spoke too soon. It's slow, so that's probably why the pips were low. Whoop. And sometimes it's a little hard to predict some of these beats. Like, I'm not super sure, like... See, like, some of those are just like, where is that beat? It doesn't help that the arrows aren't, like... They don't seem, like, consistently lined up, too. Okay. Alright. That was a little tricky. Only because I could not read this song at all. I feel like a lot of these you could do well with practice, but that's just not the case for me. Oh, more superbs than I thought I was getting. Still not, I'm still no ill master though. Like mentally I'm pretty ill. So I think I'm scoring pretty high that way. Yeah, hopefully I will continue to do these weekly or bi-weekly going forward. The streams, that is. They'll continue to come out on DDR until further notice. Yeah, I'd mentioned that I wanted to do more like than the Sony games, but I don't think that's likely to happen. Because I would have to emulate them. And getting a DDR mat to work on a computer without just buying a new one that's for like computer. Like I talked about before, the PS3 has USB, but it does not just work. You can't just plug it in. You have to do a lot of finagling that I could not figure out. The PS2 dance mat, I tried to get some converters that convert like PS2 controller to USB. I got like 2 of those, and with some like custom made stuff to make it work, and I just could not figure it out. Hello. The Derek you're hearing right now is not the live Derek in this video, but rather I'm editing this in post. This is the second time throughout my playing these dancing games that I've had to remove a song completely. Now usually I'll get a lot of copyright strikes, and that's fine. It just means I can't monetize the video. And every single game I've played, there's been at least one song that gets the video blocked in Russia and Belarus. I've talked about that before, so that's not particularly surprising. But yes, this is the second time where a song has got the video blocked in all countries. So yeah, I'm just editing this one out. This one isn't such a big deal because, I mean, the last time I did it, it was a song I actually liked, but this is kind of whatever. In this song, I talk about how the really fast beats that look like they could be like double steps that aren't combined with a chain, you can kind of treat those like double steps if you want, and the game doesn't really care too much about it. And I also talk about how the arrows in DDR games are like beat to beat are almost touching, like they're very close and they like take up like a whole square, whereas the beat to beat arrows in this are a little spaced out, and how that can kind of throw me off a little bit. Of course, everything in this is kind of throwing me off a little bit because of the performance, which I've gone on about at length. And yeah, so now I'm just here recording 2 minutes of me talking to put over top of this. Yep, I'm sorry I had to cut this out. I'm sorry to the people of Russia and Belarus that won't see this episode anyways, because at least one episode in each game gets blocked in those countries. But yeah, anyways, that's it. Thanks again for watching. So you don't really have to, like the ones where you're like step, step, step. Those fast ones you can sometimes just treat as double steps and get away with it. Or at least I was on controller. Because I feel like they're so close together that, like, worst case scenario, the Judgment Zone would give you superb on one and fine on the other, being slightly off. But yeah, the eBay store has been working out quite a bit. I've been sending out parcels like every 2 days pretty much. That's on me, because when I was listing all of them, I didn't realize I could set handling time. And it's not like a general setting, it's per item. So I set all the handling time to 2 days. So instead of just like handling time 5 days and then sending out a whole bunch on the 5th day, I didn't want to go back item to item changing it. So I've just been heading out like every 2 days. With this being the halfway point, why don't we go ahead and do a bit of shameless advertising at the halfway point? A little commercial break. You can watch these in episodic format on the YouTube channel, as well as a lot of other great content. Like I said, Alien Isolation came out during all of October. It is not a Rhythm Games channel, despite Rhythm Games having taken over the channel for the last couple months. This is just kind of the first time it's ever done that. But yeah, dancing games and more, usually more. The Twitch channel is okay to go to as well, because I do stream, sometimes mostly sit down games. I recently streamed The Quarry just after Halloween, because I wanted to, like I said, I was a bit depressed lately, so October was not the spooky month it could have been for me. I wasn't really into it, But then on Halloween, seeing the kids dress up, handing out candy, and playing the quarry just kind of got me back into it. So November is my spooky month this year. Spooky month is whenever you want it to be, kids. But yeah, so streaming, I stream occasionally. On both channels actually get the live streams. But YouTube keeps the episodes for you to watch later, whereas Twitch deletes anything within 7 days. And because the DDR stream will be coming onto YouTube as episodes soon, it will not be staying on there. Only the quarry is there at the moment. Okay. That is the shameless plug part. And now let's continue with the video game. We're still playing Flow, Urban Dance Uprising, for this spin-off episode. This isn't the one I just did, was it? I don't remember if I pressed down yet or not. Oh well, we'll skip it anyways because I don't really care about any of these. This is a half-assed episode. I do not have all the songs unlocked, although I think it would be pretty easy to get more. It's just time-consuming. And the solo mode where you do unlock stuff, there's not like character dialogue or anything. When I showed you the beginning of this session, it is just that. You pick a challenge, you do it, and then you move on, and you unlock a character. It's pretty much what we're seeing now. You just pick a thing and move on, that's it. Yeah, a whole bunch of fines, huh? Alright, I'm falling a little bit. Ugh, and sometimes seeing the little power-ups kind of throw me off. Look at all those averages that I was totally nailing. I'm sorry I'm stepping when I hear the beat, as is the point of the game. Oh, there's like one superb in there. Alright, let's get back to it. See, those fast parts are fun and very doable, but it just feels bad when it's like the arrows are going past the measurement zone because it's not counting them and it's saying average, miss, fine. It's like, no, I'm doing so well. What do you mean? I'm stepping to the beat. In DDR, I would have synced it so it would be proper, and ugh. It is just so disheartening to get such shitty scores when I know I'm doing it well. Oh well. I wonder if any of this music is going to get copyright strikes on YouTube. That's been a kind of battle with uploading these, and occasionally having to cut a song or two like out completely. I think that's only happened like once, but the ones with music videos I have to cover up completely, or at least cover up for the most part. Let's sort of straighten this out a bit. But there's no music videos in this. It's all just the in-game stuff, which might be why it takes so dang long to load. They insisted on making 3D environments and 3D characters that they have to load in every time. Oh, look at those cool moves.
A tree is one. See what I see, a ripe new fruit to boot. We count to 10 before we're cast the boots. Now that's fair. Equipped with the brothers and the sisters and the sisters and the brothers. And all brothers with the funky flares. The one out here is the life of Wiley. I'm really ready, gazing at the dollar bill black. The cool June bugs, the wicks, the wax. Praise the rhythm for what they be. And praise the Lord for the JB. Instead of sell out green. This is not music for an R&B line. This is flower intertwined with the vine.
Whoop, that was a double in there.
Grandpa Ben saw the fuck we transmit is unstable. One condition if I am able to say. Well, hey, let's get on with it. Vocal confetti is thrown, sometimes spit it out the vents of hecklers and fans. Either which way they all hop on the band. The band, the band. Here comes the band. A tribe of fingers all in one hand. Me, myself, and I is dark. Only love the mouthpiece is now yours is far.
The only one here that Mr. came back to London. Resided with my brothers and I learned a lot from them. About the group, how to do the things funky. And sometimes rated a kind of funky, but it's cool. But we are beyond the stereotype. Coordination crazy, but still it sounds right. Rockin' up and on beat, and I do believe I'm right.
You're right.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
Don't be mad, be glad I was the same. I'm staying with my brothers, jungle soul, and the tribe I'm staying. Funky, funky rhymes that always stay in swing. I believe we doing our own thing.
Ooh, that's a tough song. That's a fun one, though. It's just tough enough to be fun. It's still disheartening to perform poorly. I wonder if something like this is going to happen during the High School Musical one. High School Musical 3. Despite the name of the game, there are not a High School Musical 1 and 2 to play. I think it is just a game based on the third movie. Because I did look into it. Actually, I stumbled onto the High School Musical one at a used game store because I saw a box with a dance mat on it and it was bundled with High School Musical 3, and I thought, oh, I don't have that one, and it's like the regular box, or the regular dance mat. Because there is an 8-directional dance mat that has like arrows in like the corners too. So there are more dancing games. But I'm sticking strictly to the 4-directional ones. Like Britney's Dance Beat is an 8-directional one that I saw. I get a whole lot of copyright strikes for all of Britney Spears' music. But believe me, I don't want to buy another mat, but if I had it, I would do it. The one that I probably won't be doing is like a Jungle Book one that I think is a 4-directional one. But it's a little expensive. I know DDR X2 was also expensive. The most expensive of the dance games that I played. However, it is part of the main DDR series, so I kind of felt obligated. Whereas, like, I don't really want to spend like $30 to $40 on Jungle Book. I tried for that one, but most of the arrows aren't counting properly anyway, so I guess I'm just not getting them. Alright, let's try this one. Nope. These ones aren't so fast that I am... Nope, there it goes. I did my best. Oh, I think I was supposed to use my hand there. Whoop. Whew, that was a fun part. Felt good about it. I think I screwed up a little bit. I did it down when I should have done it up, or vice versa. Whew. This is just making me wish I was playing like a better DDR that read my inputs better. But it'll be quite a while since I've crammed this and High School Musical 3 in between. I mean, I'll take a peek at eBay every now and then to see if the Jungle Book game is okay, but once I hit the DDR on PS3, that is the end of the series. For now. Like I said, I was trying really hard to get either one of these dance mats to work on computer so I could emulate the other ones. Like there's one on N64, there's a whole bunch on 360, Wii perhaps. Any games I could that used the dance mat I was trying to do. Which way was I going? Let's just go this way. But like not only is it difficult to get one of these dance mats to work on PC, when I say difficult I mean like near impossible. Oh, this is the dude I haven't done any levels in, so I'm like, who the heck is this guy? But yeah, not only is it hard to get a mat working, but then to get the game emulating well is the next problem, because that's why I didn't initially try to get the PS2 games emulated, but that wasn't a thing. Nope, I tried for that one. Although I feel like this is already difficult enough. Yeah, I just cannot get over how bad I wish it was reading my inputs correctly. A resyncing option would be fantastic. Before I even started playing, I went to the options to see if that was there, and it is not. They were confident in their abilities. Like I said, all the Western main ones so far have been like that. Like, the Disney Channel DDR, that one was made in Europe. But, like all the, like, other ones, I think. No, In the Groove, I think was also Japanese made. But, needed to be, like, resynced. But yeah, it would be nice to just have that option all the time. Especially now. Because then I could actually use it to tweak this a bit.